Hi, and welcome to EDU682, Developing and Integrating Technology in the Classroom. I will be your instructor for the summer, Brett Heaton. I currently am teaching at South Sioux City Middle School as a computer science teacher, and I also teach Introduction to Coding. The first screen you're going to see is our Sakai page. And if you're not real familiar with Sakai, Sakai is a place for instructors to share assignments with students or people that need the access to the information as far as resources and helpful websites and so forth. The main reason I use Sakai is going to be for the discussion forum. In the discussion forum, you're going to see right over here on the right hand side, it will say new in forums. So when you log into Sakai, you will see it'll say week 1 and what the topic is, week 2 the topic, and so forth. The expectation is that you post a comment to my question every week, so one comment, and also to reply to at least one other comment from a student or a classmate. Now obviously you're going to get out what you put in, so if you're only getting the chance to read one response a week, you're not going to gain as much valuable information as you could if you were to read more. So I really do encourage you to get in or get out what you're going to put in. So, put forth the effort now. I realize that summertime it's 5 weeks long and it seems like it could be a long haul. It's not. There's a lot of great things that you're going to pick up from this class, I'm hoping, this summer. Here's the information that you need, and you'll notice my cell phone number here and my email address. I have my phone in my pocket all summer long. So no matter what I'm doing, if you need something, please feel free to text or call. I also check my email several times a day. So if it's something really urgent you're stuck on or confused with the project or assignments, please just call or text me. If it's something that doesn't need immediate attention, you can just send me a quick email. Right up here, you're going to notice that it says bookmark our course website. Now, I don't use Sakai very often, so the main thing I use is going to give you the link to our main home website here. And I've tried to lay this out by week for you, so everything you need, all the resources, all the videos, all the assignments are located right here on the website. And you'll see that sometimes these will change, so there might be a video or an image or something that I need to change to kind of keep it updated, but this will be the main layout for our course. You'll notice there's an all about me right here, and it will take you through some more information about who I am and what my background is for teaching and technology in particular. And please do take the time to read through that and see what's going on. Then you'll notice there's an apps page, and the apps page, these are all hyperlinks. So anytime you see these, you can click it and it will take you to an external hyperlink, meaning it's taking you to another site for information to help you. Please also understand that I know you all have some background with technology, and you have all freedom in the world to bring your current knowledge with you when you start doing your assignments. I do just encourage you that you're going to take kind of the next step wherever you're at currently with technology integration in your classroom this summer. So really think about what you've done in the past. Might be some really neat things, but what can you do to keep improving for next year starting in the fall? Course syllabus. If you scroll down here, I've laid it out in two different methods or manners. First one is the course syllabus, and the course syllabus is exactly what the link says. It's going to take you to our time together as far as expectations, what you're supposed to do, point totals, and so forth. I'm going to scroll down here just a little ways. You will see that there are several belief statements. Take the time to read through that. You are all professionals, so I'm expecting utmost professionalism when you submit your assignments. If you're going to be a little late on an assignment or if you have a question about something, I understand with things that come up in the summertime, so please be aware of that. If you scroll on even further, there's some more outcomes and goals for this particular class. Keep scrolling down here. And some of these I left comments over here to myself. Those will be updated prior to you taking this class. It's just something that I wanted to make myself aware of. If you come down here, here's the course evaluation. Now typically this class, all of the students, all the participants do the best work possible. I don't anticipate anything being lower than an A based on the work that I'm going to see from you all. It does show you some information in here that you might want to be aware of. And here's the weekly participation. Here's your activities. There's kind of a rubric laid out for you. So again, if you have any questions with that, please let me know. One of the most important parts here is the weekly assignments. Now the weekly assignments, what I did here was I broke it down. Since we have 5 weeks together, I broke it down into week by week with all the hyperlinks that you're going to need. You'll notice the first part, week 1. So everything for week 1 on this particular document should be completed and submitted or reflected upon by Sunday, June 11th at 9 p.m. Now, I'm not going to be a huge stickler if it's a couple minutes late. I'm not going to dock you points, but please be appreciative or respectful of my time as well. I don't want to stay up until midnight Sunday night checking things. So if you feel like, you know what, hey, I can get this done on a Tuesday and submit it, fantastic. I typically check probably about 3 times throughout the day. I check early in the morning, I check about early afternoon, and then I check at nighttime for assignments. So if you don't want to wait until Sunday, please don't. That would help me out a lot. This is a hyperdoc, meaning all of these links are active. So it says watch the course introduction video on the week 1 page. So if I click that link, it's going to take me right back to our website. Here's the introduction video, which you're watching right now, and then it will show you the next step. Create a Gmail address. Here's the video, the next one. Here's the link for the page. I put all the links in there for you to try to make it as simple as possible for you to kind of go back and forth to see what you need to do. You'll notice there's quite a few mentions of a Google Doc. Every Monday morning for the summer, I will share a document with you, and there's a video that will walk you through how this looks, and that will be the way for you to reflect upon what you're reading and watching and you're seeing and you're learning. That way you don't have to share it back to me. I will be the owner, I will share it with you, and I'll put instructions in there for you, maybe some question prompts, or why would you think this, or the article talks about this, how do you feel about it? So it's a real good time for you to self-reflect upon your current teaching and your integration with technology. When it refers back to the syllabus, you have the access to go back to that and just search right on our website. Week 2, you'll notice it says the due date when everything should be turned in or submitted, and these are all, again, hyperlinks for you to click on. It takes you back to our website. One of the reasons I do that is because I'm wanting you to think about, if I have an assignment like this, I can do this for my students. I can create the hyperlink and I can share it with my students. And you'll notice if you just keep scrolling down what the activities are. I'm perfectly fine if you work ahead, and I understand how busy people are in the summertime. There's sporting events, there's family time, there's vacations. I understand that. If you want to work ahead, perfectly fine. I won't share the Google Doc with you until Monday morning of that week. So if you're working ahead a little ways, maybe type it up in a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word doc. I do need you to copy and paste it though into that document I share with you. Otherwise, it's really hard for me to keep it all organized and managed. So if you think, you know what, I'm going to be out of town during week 2, I want to get a little head start, perfectly fine. That's why I put everything out there for you. As we talked about earlier, there is a discussion forum post each week, so pay attention to that part as well. And I'm hoping that you're going to pick up some really neat ideas from other educators. I'm not the one that knows it all. Believe me, I am not that way at all. So I'm excited to learn from you guys along this journey as well. Now, if you go down here, it does show you, so whatever's in the weekly assignments, it's going to be linked back here to the website. You'll see all of these pages, and on the pages, there are the links in addition to that. So you can just click on it, flipped or blended. Part of that is one of the issues that we talk about throughout this summer. So you can look and see what is blended learning, what is flipped learning, what is in-class learning, what does that look like, what does that sound like, and more importantly, how could I relate that to my classroom? Could I use that in my classroom? There's Google Classroom, HyperDocs, and so forth. There's also week 1. So what I did was I put it in that document, the week 1 document, and then you have it right here. So any videos that you need to watch, they're all embedded right here into the website. Now some of it will say, make sure you go out and find your own. That's where you go outside of this website. But for the most part, everything you need is built right in here. Now if you've already built your own Google site and you have it fully functioning and you really like the way it's working, that's great. I do want to challenge you and make you understand that the purpose of the website that you're going to build is to kind of store all your information from this summer. And you can go down here. This is the opening document, the opening night survey. I want to know what you want to know, basically. So if there's something in the tech world right now that you're interested in, if there's enough interest in it, I can work that into this class. Now also please realize I'm not able to work in every single thing. So if there's just one topic that one person wants to know about, I might be able to communicate back and forth and say, hey, here's some articles I found, here's a video link I found, here's some information for you for your situation. So please don't hesitate to answer this opening survey with everything and anything that you want to know about. More information down here for you. There's that weekly reflections video I was referring to earlier. Here's some links. Sometimes it will say link 1 or it'll say click here. Just please pay attention to the different links there. And then you'll notice it says week 2, 3, 4, and 5, and so on. Kind of circling back here, if there's any time at all this summer that you feel like you don't understand something, it's not making a whole lot of sense, or you don't understand how to get to this point or what to look for or what to do, please do not hesitate to call me. I know that it can be stressful taking classes in the summertime, especially if you have kids, if you have a family that's very active. So please don't stress out about this class at all. I want this to be a fun, enjoyable class for you, and I'm hoping you have a ton of fun with it. Again, welcome to EDU682. I'm excited to get our time together started. Thank you.